Hey guys, what is up? I'm gonna be going through a Starbucks 3 times today. I go through once, get my drink, then I'm gonna go through a second time and get drinks for my mom and sister because I'm gonna drop off holiday cards for them, and then I'm gonna go through a third time so my husband has a nice warm toasty drink when I get home. And yeah, and we're filming a Christmas special today, so that's exciting. Okay, so I'm just gonna get my regular iced chai latte. Everyone always asks me what I get. I get a chai latte. It's like iced, it's super easy.
Hi there, what can I get started for you?
Hi, yes. Can I get a large iced chai latte, please?
Okay.
That's it.
We'll see you at the window.
Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah, we sent out Christmas cards this year. It's super exciting. I don't even have a Christmas card to show you. I actually didn't order enough Christmas cards. I've never sent out Christmas cards, but I really thought like 30 would be like enough. But then I was thinking like, basically what we did is we used all the addresses from our wedding invites last year. Hopefully they're updated and current, and just like sent like everyone who came like a Christmas card. So I made it like super easy. And we had kind of that list for a long time. So, and most people I know, it's so funny. Like everyone I know like doesn't move. Like my family back in Cleveland, Ohio, shout out Cleveland. Everyone always asks me why I like Cleveland sports teams, or like sort of like, I always wear Cleveland jerseys and stuff. It's because my dad's from Lakewood, Ohio, and I still have a lot of family back there. So, and they're all really sweet. They like send gifts out, like for Malibu, there was like cards, came to our wedding and stuff like that. They're really, really sweet people. I have family in Illinois too. That's on my mom's side. I don't really like keep up with them as much. It's hard. I really do admire families who are like close with their cousins and aunts and uncles and all that stuff like that. We just never were super close to my Illinois side. I don't know. Maybe we were. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's like, oh, you know, but I'm sending out Christmas cards to them, and like literally like some of my uncles and aunts and stuff like that, they haven't moved in like literally like they've been in the same house for 30 years. And I think that's goals, honestly. I moved around a lot as a child. We were always in like different houses and stuff. I feel like we moved every couple of years, even within the same town. And my town was really, really small. We lived in this town called Byron for like most of my life, I would say, from like age 5 to like 15 we lived there, so it's like a good 10 years. But in those 10 years we probably lived in 5 houses. Yeah, which is like, yeah, I was always envious of people who got to like stay put, because like moving, like even though we weren't doing the moving, it still was annoying, you know. I was still gonna get headshots in the new year, and I feel like I need to get my hair done again. I feel like I just got my hair done, but that's like literal mom time where it goes by so fast. Like I got my hair done in September, and it's now end of December, so yeah, I guess it would be time for me. September to October, October to November, November to, that's literally 3 months. Oh yeah, I should probably get it done. And Botox, this like the last person I went to, just like, it wasn't cheap, and my forehead isn't frozen, you know what I mean? It's not frozen, so I'm just like, I like a frozen forehead. All right, everyone has their apps, and I feel so silly with my card. Hi. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I asked if you want to leave a tip.
Sure.
And then you can just tap.
Okay.
Thank
Do you have a
you.
straw, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day.
Thanks, you too. I have to go through a second time. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get my Mega Millions over there, maybe? I don't know. It's really funny. I'm like not a gambler, but like I really love to play Mega Millions. I don't know why. It's kind of like this thing that I've always liked doing, I guess. I don't know. Gosh, that sun is bright. Okay. I actually have a lot to do today, so I want to do a little sit down here. I just need to sit for like 10 minutes with my coffee, and then I'm like good. You know what I mean? Just have a little bit of... Mornings I get the most done because my daughter sleeps in the mornings, and she's more awake in the afternoon, so I always like to like play with her and stuff in the afternoon. But like mornings is like go time, coffee, errands, like makeup, all that stuff like that. And then when I do film, it's usually her like nap time in the afternoon, and then we usually like get lunch or whatever. But Okay, so let's talk. Today I want to talk about, this is my little car chat. Today I want to talk about the 4th trimester, okay? My 4th trimester has officially ended on December 14th, so it's been a couple weeks, which is like crazy, because like really, you're really pregnant for a full year, which is like really fun and really cool and really exciting. And I wouldn't, okay, so the 4th trimester is the 3 months after you give birth, okay? The first trimester is the first 3 months, second trimester is the second 3 months, and then the final trimester is the last 3 months, which is super exciting. The final trimester is like really fun because it's like you really can't do much, which kind of sounds bad, but like also like you can just like relax, enjoy, and like really soak in like the last months of pregnancy, and then you get a baby at the end of it, which is really cool. But the 4th trimester, you know, a lot of people suffer, and honestly, of all the trimesters, I'm not gonna lie, you guys know I had a really great, easy pregnancy. The 4th trimester was definitely the hardest because that's where my emotions were a little higher, and just adjusting to life, new life, your life with a new life. Because like as much as everyone's like everything changes and you like, yes, I know everything's gonna change, I'm ready for this change. Like I don't think anyone's fully ready, and I think that's probably the case with child 1, child 2, child 3 if you have multiple children, because like yeah, now we have this routine with Malibu, and it's like, oh my god, I can't even imagine what life was like before her. It feels so normal. But to add another one in the mix, which we really want to do, that alone seems okay. So what does that look like? What is the sleep schedule, eating schedule like? What does she play? They play together. Like how do I get any work done because everyone's on different schedules, you know? Like anyways, not even thinking about that part, because like I said, nothing prepares you truly for having a child. Like I really did read the books, watch everything, and it's your schedule has to, and your child, it just depends on all of that, right? Like how your schedule is, how your child is. And it's obviously great and fun, but it's a lot. And like that's like the thing is like, as much as like I love being a mom and it's like everything I wanted, and it really has changed me as like a person, just the way I look at things, the way I feel about people. It's just like I just have a lot more empathy. I always thought I was like empathetic towards people before, but I was like now I could never judge anyone, but specifically parents, my parents, other people's parents, how people were raised, like how people are raising their children. Like I have so much like respect, because like it's hard. And even my own parents, who I feel like I was like always like, oh man, they didn't do this enough, they didn't do this. And yeah, I'm sure every parent could have done more, right? Including me. I'm sure I could do more for Malibu now and forever, but you know, it's hard. It's really, really hard. Let me have a little coffee. I've had coffee. That's so good. So having said that, it's life-changing. It's in the best way possible. It's like the love you feel for your child and from your child is like, you just never experienced it. Like the love I get from my husband is like also that's in that same realm where it's like, oh, it's something I've never really experienced, like someone choosing to love me, right? Your child is just, they're just love. That's all they know, you know? They just know how to love you. And it just goes to show like the way a child is brought up, the way a child is nurtured, is how like what the child becomes, you know? And it's why I just want to give so much love back to her. And I have so much love to give. I've always had so much love to give. And I think that's why I wanted to be a mom so bad, is, you know, I always had this like immense amount of love to give. And it just seemed like the people I was giving to either didn't want it, you know, didn't reciprocate it, all of the above. And I was just like, I just want to love somebody and give all my love and just give all my time to this person. And I realized like it's not really in a relationship I was gonna find that. It was really in my child. And I'm not saying have a child so someone will love you, obviously, but it's the love you experience. Oh my god, I feel so little now. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, the love like you experience is like, it just changes you. Like everything in life, like nothing matters really. Like, you know, the worries you have, everyone has worries and stresses, you know, the usual, you know, money, health, family, job, security, friendships, relationships, whatever, all that stuff like that. Everything, like, as we know, just kind of, the day comes, everything just works out. It works out or it doesn't work out. Either way, the day is here and the things pass and whatever. But like, if you, like for me, as long as I have my child, as long as I have Malibu, like that's it, you know, that's it. I get to wake up to her every morning and play with her all day and watch her grow and watch her smile and watch her, like, she's just so loving. She's just such a happy baby. And I'm just like, gosh, I feel like we all started out that way, didn't we? But she's just excited to be here, excited about life. And she didn't choose to be here, but she's excited about it. And it's like, I think as parents, you know, the child didn't choose to be here. We chose to bring them here, right? One way or the other. And like, I think the least we owe our children is like truly unconditional love, in like just unabiding love and just never ending love. I think that's like really what every child needs at every age. And I feel like some of us don't get love enough, don't get enough attention. And then therefore, you know, we become jaded, we become who we are, whatever. So I just want her to know that she's like always loved, always cared for, and like how badly she was wanted. And I'm hoping she can see from my videos in the past that I just really have always wanted her, you know, I've always wanted her. And I just want her to know she was always wanted, you know, and is wanted all the time. So anyways, back to fourth trimester. Postpartum. I don't think I had postpartum depression. I think I had, like, you know, there was moments where I felt overwhelmed and my emotions got the best of me. But fortunately, I'm actually thankful for my mental illness, in this case, my personality disorder, which is borderline personality disorder, which is a highly emotional disorder, hard to regulate emotions. And so I worked on myself a lot and how to control my emotions and regulate my emotions. And I think that really helped me for postpartum, because when my emotions felt out of hand, I kind of had my own techniques already in place to kind of center myself. And because it is an overwhelming sometimes feel of emotions, you know, I'm not gonna lie, like I was so overwhelmed. Like I didn't think I was a good enough mom. I thought, oh my gosh, what should I do? I don't even know how to raise this baby. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, you know? And what I have learned talking to so many moms, I recently saw Colleen, and she was just like, you know, we're all kind of just figuring it out, right? Like, and she's like super mom in my eyes, right? She just does it all and has everything, does everything. It's just amazing. But a lot of moms say that, you know, no one really knows. Like on Twitter, I'll like tweet something like, no one really knows what they're doing, right? And it's like, you just do your best. And also you just have an instinct, any sort of instinct, whether you birthed your child, adopted your child, whatever the case is, like you just have an instinct once you're a parent to protect, and just knowing what your child wants. So, you know, I had those feelings sometimes of like, oh, and there was times where I was like, oh my gosh, my life will never be the same. No shit, right? But there was times where I'm like, oh, like I always talk about this one tonight when the My Chemical Romance concert. Like I really wanted to go, but she was only 4 weeks, and something in me was like, I don't want to be apart from her. I don't feel like I can be apart from her. I feel like she really needs me. If I'm gone for 3-4 hours, I don't know what she's gonna feel, you know, because I've read that babies feel like they're still attached for up to a month to the womb, to the mom, and that's why you need to cuddle them and snuggle them and all that stuff. So I've kind of felt some type of way, but at the same time, there was that selfish Trish, right? That I was able to be selfish for so many years. And I was just like, oh my God, you know, because this concert's in 2020 and I had like tickets for all 5 nights, and I was like, oh man, this is going to be it. And then like I couldn't go, and I had like this like meltdown over like, oh my, like almost mourning my past life, which is like crazy, because once I got back into my, and I know that word crazy is bad to use, but once I got back into my mind and stuff, and like, you know, controlled my emotions, and I'm like, this is everything you wanted, Trish. Your life before, and I'm only speaking for myself, I'm not speaking for any, you know, anyone else. I'm not saying kids change your life or whatever, but I was not happy with my life before. When I met my husband, life got better for sure. I felt like I had a partner, but I was constantly searching, chasing, looking for the next big thing. Ooh, okay, I need to do this, I need to get this, when I do this, I'll feel accomplished. But I'm gonna move. Oh, maybe they're just okay. You know what? It's fine. They're fine. Someone doesn't like when someone's like right next to me and I'm like talking, but when now I'm like, this is the life I've always wanted and what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be upset or like, you know, whatever over like not being able to go to like a My Chemical Romance concert when like all I wanted was my daughter and how hard it was to conceive and how hard it was to bring her into this world and stuff like that. I'm like, you know, like, and it's okay, like it's totally okay. And that's what I learned too, is a lot of people like what they call it is more in their past life. Like you're no longer on your time, you're no longer in like the only thing you have control of is how you react to a situation, but you cannot control your schedule, your timing. Like you're not in control of any of it. You're just not. And it's going to be like that for the rest of your life. And you have this person that you're going to be worried about for the rest of your life, right? You are always going to be thinking about this person, which can be overwhelming too, because I remember at the beginning, I was always checking every, like, I mean, I just couldn't sleep at the beginning. Obviously you're up every 2 hours, but in between those 2 hours, you're like checking, okay, is she okay? Is she breathing? Is, you know, all of that stuff. So, so this guy's like leaving my car. Maybe he's just waiting for something to open. I don't know. Oh man, this person's literally just staring at my car. So, yeah, that's kind of where I suffered. And the other kind of sort of like depressive part, like so weird. I'm gonna move because this person is like really just like going back and forth with my car. Okay, that's gonna be weird. Okay. Go ahead, Rubicon. Oh my god, that's like so weird. This is like the same spot where someone like zoned me in yesterday. Maybe I need to stop going to Starbucks. It's a really nice area. Like it's really odd that this would happen. Oh, he's literally going back into his car. What is happening? Oh my god. You guys, what? Oh. He's walking over. No, he's not. You guys, I'm not even kidding. You guys find me so weird. Gives me icks. Oh god, why are people so weird? He's literally standing over there again, and there's a woman in the car with him. Okay. I don't know, man. Ugh, that's so weird. Why are people literally so weird? He's still standing watching. He's still standing watching. No. Don't be weird. There's a parking lot across the way. Oh my god, I literally want to get him like on camera because like what? Why? And like I know I'm paranoid a lot of times. I'm not being paranoid. It's weird. I saw them pull up and I was like, you know what? No, they're fine. Oh my god, I'm still watching. And there was a woman in the car with him. And I know we're not like judging based on like looks or anything, but like stereotyping, like he looks like they look like relatively just like normal people, like a husband and wife, middle age. What? That's weird. Always trust your instinct. That's so weird. Anyways, the only other thing I kind of felt depressed, I guess, about, and maybe this is a different kind of postpartum, is like not being pregnant anymore. Like it's still like I still miss pregnancy, like growing my baby in me and feeling her and like, you know, really taking in everything. Kind of not having to worry so much about what to eat. My body literally, it's crazy. My body would just tell me what I needed, what I wanted. If I was hungry, like based on taste, like what my body needed. I was so obsessed with like baked potatoes. I'm kind of obsessed with potatoes, but it was this like crazy thing, and it was so good. It was so great because my body just doesn't tell me, or it's never told me before, like when I was like full, when I was not, you know, but I finally felt that during pregnancy, and it was really, really great. And like obviously you can't be pregnant your whole life, but it makes me want to be, you know. I'm just like, dang, and I really miss that. And I just had a really great experience that way. But that was the only other sort of like, oh man, I'm kind of sad about this, that I'm like no longer pregnant. Okay. Is there a Starbucks in here? There's not. You think there would be? That was so weird. That was literally so weird. Like, why? Why were you doing that, sir? And he went in front, and then when I backed up, he like went around again. It was like really odd. Okay. I don't know, man. I mean, it just goes to show anywhere you're at, it can be like weird people. My postpartum bleeding was like not so bad. I had a C-section. The recovery for the first 2 weeks was like really, really hard. You know, overall, like my 4th trimester, I had a lot of ups and downs. I really, really strongly suggest after giving birth to have some sort of support. If you are a single parent, if you don't have family, you know, get some friends, hire somebody. Like, it's really so important. Like, that whole it takes a village, I really believe that at the beginning, because if I did not have my husband, oh my God, like I don't know how I would have done it, which is why I know like God's timing is always right? Like, I wanted to get pregnant from the age of 24 and up. Like, I was like actively trying, couldn't get pregnant. And now I realize, like, oh my God, I look back at like any of those relationships I had before and I was just like, oh my God, if it would have been with anyone else, like I would have been really alone in like raising the baby and dealing with my emotions and stuff like that. Like, my husband is so in tune with me and my like emotions and how to help me in situations. Like, it's really makes a difference. So I just really recommend, again, you don't obviously have to be married to have a kid or anything like that, but if you have you just need someone to help, you know, alleviate the inevitable stresses that comes with having a newborn and a baby, and also just your hormones and postpartum. I also found being active helped me so much. We go on walks at least 3 times a week, and it's great because it's exercise, so I don't have to feel guilty about like going down to the gym and being alone, but it's exercise with like the family, right? We all can go out and do it. Like, it's amazing. My doctor really recommended it actually after a C-section. He's like, yeah, you really should, you know, be active and stuff with it. So, and then I kind of didn't have an appetite much through my 4th trimester. It literally came back like as soon as I hit the 3-month mark after postpartum. Like, I swear my taste buds all came back all of a sudden. I really thought I was pregnant again, because when I first found out I was pregnant, my taste buds like exploded. Like, everything I ate was like so amazing. And then somewhere around like the 2nd trimester, like my taste buds went away and I literally, everything tasted like not good. Like, I couldn't taste food. I didn't even crave food. It was weird. But I thought I was pregnant because like, I'm like, everything tastes so good. And yeah, I guess the taste buds just came back. But for a while, like, nothing tasted good. Like, things tasted like blood. And it was really actually like easy to like lose weight, I guess you could say, because I actually like lost weight from my starting pregnancy weight. So I guess that was that. But I was never concerned about like, I need to lose weight fast. It just happened. So I kind of gave updates on it. But it was never like my focus, and it never was going to be my focus. But you know what I came to terms is like, it's just my car. My car is like causing a little bit of a commotion. So I'm going to go back to that Starbucks again. I am not pulling over to, that was so weird. In that exact same spot too. That was like the car, like a Nissan or something, was like kind of just parallel to me, like watching me. I was like, what? It's so weird. That was just so odd. And none of the stores in front of us were open. Should have been red flag. I don't know. Trust your instinct. Anyways, I absolutely like love and appreciate you guys so much for like support. And also, like, social media has been a really great blessing with Twitter, with anything. When I tweet something, so many people will be like, it's normal, you're doing okay, you're doing great, like in so many situations, you know. And just know, if you are a new mom and you're in your 4th trimester, this person is like right here, like every month does get easier. Like the 2nd month, the 3rd month, like every month does get, we're only 3.5 months in or whatever. It does get easier, gets funner. You do get a routine, like the routine happens, and really just enjoy, if you can, try and enjoy the non-routine of it all, right? Like, you just, I guess next time I just know for like a month, there's just going to be no routine. It's going to be complete chaos, but it's also going to be like the snuggliest times. Like now, Malibu, she just like wants to be put down sometimes. Like, she just wants to sleep on her own. And I'm just like, no. Even in the DockATot, sometimes she's like, just put me in the DockATot for a little while. She like, you know, throw herself back to go in the DockATot. And I'm just like, what happened to that little baby that just wanted to snug? She just wanted to always snug with her belly on my chest. It was so cute. And now she hates being on her belly on my chest. I'm like, what happened? It goes by really, really fast. And yeah, just enjoy it. I know next time, like, I'll definitely enjoy that beginning phase more, because I was just like, I was so stressed, and I was just like, I can't handle this. I shouldn't be a mother. What did I do? But in reality, like, newborns can be like stressful, but like looking back, I'm like, oh, actually it was like a really easy stage because they really just eat and sleep. Now we're getting to the stage of like, I gotta entertain her more and more. So, and she's active more. She wants to stand, she wants to move her legs, flip over, as we've seen. So yeah, definitely check in with yourself, your mental health. If you start feeling chronically depressed or like you can't get over your sadness or control your emotions, definitely seek help. And my final message is for anyone who has a mental illness or personality disorder, like there is definitely hope for you to be a parent and a good parent. It's that I have found that I really needed to control, in whatever capacity that is, my disorder before getting pregnant, and I didn't know I needed that. That's just what happened, and then boom, I got pregnant, because it really helps if you have it under control prior. So when there is hormones and then there's another baby involved, there's another life involved, you have better skills to control, because honestly there's no shame in having a mental illness or personality disorder as long as it's not affecting anybody else and it's really not affecting you, as long as you can control and manage it. And every disease is control and manageable. And if anything, I think it gives us a leg up to parenting our child, because now if my child comes to me with, you know, problems with her emotions, crying, anything, I'm better equipped at handling it and knowing what it is because I myself have gone through it. You know what I mean? I think my parents' generation just weren't so aware with like anxiety disorders and personality disorders and stuff like that. You know, just like they just weren't talked about. They weren't aware of it. And I feel like our generation and anyone who struggles with it is just a lot more aware, and we can spot those signs early on. And I can now help my daughter if she ever needs help with, you know, calming down in a situation, saying it is okay to cry, it's okay to have feelings, and then understanding where that's coming from. I think that's, you know, an advantage that I'll have with her, and I have the tools to help me, so I'll have the tools to help her in that situation if it comes about. So don't be too scared about it. I know for sure. And yeah, that's it. All right, guys, thanks for being here on this journey with me. It's been wild, and now we are officially out of the 4th trimester. I'm officially no longer pregnant, but I have a beautiful baby girl to show for it. So cheers to that. Cheers to Malibu, and I'll see you guys in the next video.